Welcome back to part 2 of the Strange Things finale. We're just going to carry on where we left off in part 1. So if you've not seen that, please go back. And yes, let's continue on with the chaos.
Papa is dead. You were different. Like me. And he hurt you. He's the monster, Henry. Not you.
Papa did hurt me, but he was no monster. He could not control us. He could not shape us. He could not change us. He did not make me into this. You did. I believed you had sent me to my death, to purgatory.
Well, how did he get stronger and be able to control like all the earth and the vines and everything?
I saw so many things. I saw a means to realize my potential.
Well, how's he lost his nose? Do you know what I mean?
I sought your power. So don't you see? You have freed me.
It's interesting how he tied it all back. I keep forgetting about Jim.
Hawkins will burn and fall. I will be there to pick up the pieces when it does and remake it into something beautiful. When I had hoped to have you by my side, but now I just want you to watch. Try and stay very still.
Fucking second time around.
Okay, you're the heart. Okay, remember that. You're the heart.
I love you. I love you. I'm sorry I don't say it more. I don't know how to live without you. I feel like my life started that day we found you in the... And I knew right then and there, in that moment, that I loved you. Do you hear me? I can't lose you.
It's
You
got
can
that.
do anything. You can fly. You can move mountains. I believe that. Fight!
Yeah, go on, Lucas. Oh shit, her arm's gone. It can sort your arm out. Just don't snap the neck, man. This is it. Mate, I'll take a broken arm, broken leg to stay alive. Get on the spine. Oh. That's alright, Max. Get that door closed. Mate, turn and bolt it now. Get running. It's working. Run! Don't even look at them. Just fucking get off, mate. Just absolutely run as fast as you can. Before we go into this, before we go into that, it was intense. It was intense, you know. I was saying last episode, I thought he was going to pull a fast one on us, me. You know, I expected Max to die. I did. And this was before she volunteered last episode. Before she said she'll come in. I was saying, I felt like somebody's going to die. We still haven't had a death yet. So another like shock could come. But I was saying, I just expected that they got us all happy and all talking. All the world was like, bloody hell, Max survived me. Kate Bush #1. Everyone's going for it. And then I thought they were just going to curveball it and do it again. And it looked like they was there. Now, she's had 2 arms snapped and a, what was it, a left leg snapped as well. So she ain't walking out of there. She ain't writing no cards to Lucas anymore. And that date is not happening on Friday. But it could happen some Friday because she's still alive currently. And I love the fact how they tied it in that way that when they burn that was a connection to Vecna controlling them, and obviously it's hit them in the thing. They consumed it really well and told that story so that it makes sense of what's happened. It's really good, actually. I like it. And hopefully none of these 3 have died as well.
I don't believe in a higher power. That was a miracle.
Shoot him now. Literally. Not a second to waste. Boom.
It's only the beginning. The beginning of the end. You have already lost.
Yo, I like how they're playing Kate Bush, but in a different style in the back. God, still not back. Oh, he looks so fucking sick. Fuck off. Boom. Go on, son. Boom. Go on, Nancy girl, mate. That was a full-on team effort, that, wasn't it? Let's be honest, the guys here, the helicopter, I can hear it. Yuri's there, but team effort. If it wasn't for Murray coming down and burning them, these wouldn't have survived, and then it wasn't from them killing them. Do you know what I mean? And then they've gone in through that firebomb 11, pinged him away, saving Max. Lucas fighting Jason to stop Max from obviously getting pulled out early. Everybody's played a part in it. A full-on team effort. Oh, it's fine. He's not even dead. He's gone. Yeah, I'll be kicking me pants.
Okay. I didn't run away this time, right?
Oh, you didn't, lad.
No. You didn't run. This team actually could graduate. I think it's my year, Anderson. Finally, my year. I love you, Dad.
Actually wounded that Eddie died, me, honestly. Like, I knew he'd die. It's just an easy choice, isn't it?
Need a doctor. Call an ambulance.
They do need a doctor. They actually do, man.
I can't feel or see anything. I don't want to die. I'm not ready.
You're not gonna die. Please just hang on.
I want to go on. I don't want to.
You're not gonna die, dude. Stay with me.
Oh, I'm sweating now, man. I'm getting hot.
Look, no.
Come on, Max. Oh, it looks like she has gone. Oh, I did get a sweat on. What's that noise? It's not finished.
4 times.
4 deaths. See you in a bit, mate. See you later. I feel like this story's got to go into next season. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, look at this. How are they gonna like finish this up?
Wake up. Wake up.
She's still in the other side or whatever. I don't even know. She's still in Max's mind. Do you reckon she could speak to Max now? I don't know.
You're not going.
What can 11 do here? Literally. Like, she's still in the subconscious, so she can still kind of like control. Oh, here we go. I love watching the old flashbacks.
This is insane. Is this really gonna work?
I don't know if she's coming back or not. And if she is, I need 2 days later. Right, before this happens, yeah, still half an hour left. Literally, sweating here. Like, I'm expecting Hopper and Joyce and everyone to be back now. I mean, Hawkins, you know, they're going to be going crazy, aren't they? Like, I'm expecting it to be all up in smoke, everybody panicking, what's going on. Loads of people have got to have died with all them rips. You know, Jason's dead, you know. He's not getting an RIP. He's getting a see you later, mate. He deserves to die. He was doing my treeing. But you know, that was a sick fight between them all. I loved it, you know. Like I said a minute ago, it's all teamwork. All of them played a factor. If it wasn't for every single one, even Erica, you know, I can't believe Eddie's died. Like, let's just give Eddie a bit of respect, you know. Good character introduced. I like, a lot of people enjoyed him here in the season. It's so hard to introduce somebody after, like, you know, with 4 seasons in now, we've got characters established, fan favourites, and you bring somebody in and like they touch everybody and you like get in there. Do you know what I mean? You've done so good in writing a character that you can get behind after a couple of episodes, and then boom, they just pull them away from you. Like I said, it's dead easy to pick the characters that you expect to die. Like, I expected Max to die. Now they're kind of teasing us that she might not die, but even if she hasn't died right now up until this moment, I could have called Eddie and Max dying. I already called Max dying. Didn't die the way I expected it to, with Vecna picking her up and snapping her. They kind of saved us. But, like, if you ever watch shows, you understand the teases. And, like, the teases that they do is, I've said it multiple times, they get you, you think, yes, and then boom, they do it again. And it's like, because they think that you don't expect the same one to get picked, but it happens every time, mate. If you pick somebody else, like Lucas, I wouldn't have expected it. But I full unexpected Max. I don't know why. That's just me. Like, I knew somebody was getting attacked and I would have picked Max. And like I said it before she volunteered to go in there. But it's a good fight between them all. Vecna, we haven't seen actually die. Kind of looked like he was dead. Then he disappeared. I'm expecting him to still be alive. coming after them. You know, been really, really good. I've enjoyed the episode. I have no idea how 11 might be trying to save, you know, Max. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. So it's going to be interesting to watch. But 2 days later, we're skipping in. It's going to be chaotic. And everyone's leaving and Mike and Will are returning with 11. Don't blame him though, to be honest. Innit?
Most recently, a string of high school students were killed in a series of ritualistic murders.
I can't believe they're still running with that story.
And prime suspect in the murders has been missing since the earthquake.
They're now calling it a doorway into hell.
Great. More hysteria. I'm gonna order a pizza?
Pizza?
You are never going on vacation again. You realize? In fact, you will forget about college.
Jonathan,
This isn't an earthquake. I know a lot more than you think.
we've been trying to call you.
I know, I'm sorry. We just couldn't risk contact.
A bit wounded Stephen there, look.
Where's Lucas?
He's at the hospital.
Mate, she's just not dead, and that is just the biggest win we've seen.
I've been calling you guys like crazy. I know. We came as soon as we heard.
Do they know when she'll wake?
They say she might not. Doctors don't know how. They say it's a miracle.
She didn't want to take all the praise. It was me, do you know what I mean? Astral projecting to her mind again. Come on, Robin. I want Robin to get a girlfriend now. Come on. We need it.
So these are blankets and sheets and some clothes and some kids' toys. Is there anything else that we can do to help?
I found another jar of peanut butter and it's crunchy stuff. What are you doing here?
I'm making PB&Js.
Yeah, no, duh, of course. I am also making PB&Js, as it so happens. What are you doing here? I didn't mean it like, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, wow, nice surprise. Great to see you. My boyfriend, what was my boyfriend, he was visiting and took one look at all this, and let's just say it's not what he was envisioning for his spring break. All right, I am rambling about my dumb boyfriend when there are people out there suffering. It's like sometimes my mouth is moving faster than my brain, and it's like this runaway train, and I cannot seem to get it to stop.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
We're all Steve, mate, aren't we?
I'm Dustin Henderson. Can we talk?
My nephew is innocent.
I was with him when the earthquake hit.
Where is Eddie now?
I'm so sorry.
I like how his uncle proper cares for him, though. Like, it's nice to see. Everyone's against him, and he's always stood by him.
I wish everyone had gotten to know him, really know him. I never even saw him get mad. He could have run, could have saved himself, but he fought.
That is true, though, isn't it?
He isn't just innocent, he's a hero.
It is, let's be honest, right? It's proper tight on Eddie. The fact that obviously he's died, yeah, but like the fact that the whole city they're blaming him, aren't they? They think that he's the reason it's happened. They think that he's on the run. Obviously, he's died. They probably all start cheering, but like, you know, none of this was his fault. He was fighting for everybody when obviously he passed away. He could have ran, but he didn't. He stood his ground and defended everyone. All the people that was hating him, blaming him, yeah, he still stood by them, tried to protect them. And like, his story does need to be told. Like, I hope that they go out and tell the press how good he was, you know, and how much that he was fighting with them. And they might not believe them, but it needs to be out there because some will believe it. Do you know what I mean? It can't just let everybody believe the lies that are being spread. At least get the right side out. And if some people don't want to listen to it, fine. But at least there'll be a lot of people that will listen to it and change their opinions. She thinks Jim's dead as well, doesn't she? Which is going to be really good.
This place is a total disaster.
I've seen Mike's room look worse than this.
Oh, brutal, dude.
Water still work?
All right. That's good. Sorry I wasn't here.
To be honest, I'm kind of glad you weren't. I just mean I'm glad you were with Mike.
Are we okay?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's hard. I feel like life keeps throwing things in the way of our big plans. Think it's too late to throw saving the world on your college resume?
He said he was going to a different one, but he didn't tell her.
Your application letter. Did it ever come?
Not yet.
It's interesting though, he didn't say he won't go in. Might be changing his mind, he might be thinking about it now.
Dr. Brenner, he says that she wasn't ready.
If it wasn't for her, if she hadn't left the lab, Max wouldn't be alive right now.
I know. Let's hope one is dead and rotting.
I don't think he is either, to be fair.
Now that I'm here, I can feel him. And he's not going to stop. Not until he's taken everything.
and everyone.
It was interesting that just before these go outside, right, because I'm expecting it to be Joyce and crew, I'm happy. I'm so happy that Vecna's not dead, you know. Like, I don't want a new villain introduced for the final season. No, no, no. This one was perfect. Destroyed a few people, created havoc, you know what I mean? Good villain implemented, and it's not one that it's been implemented that we hate as well. I don't think I've seen anybody say they absolutely hate Vecna. No, mate. I think everybody's fascinated and intrigued by him, and I think the acting's great. So it's a big W, big fat win in my opinion, that we're going into the final season with the same baddie, so to speak. And you know what? When we hit final seasons, I don't care who dies. I say it every single time. If I know there's not going to be a next one, then let the deaths roll in. So we got crew here, yeah. Mike 11, Max, Lucas, Dustin, you know, Steve, Robin, Nancy. Kill half of them. Boom. One an episode. Drop, drop, drop. And then just leave it to like 3 of them fighting Vecna at the end. Do you know what I mean? I actually wouldn't care because we know that we're not going into a next season. So let's just go out with the craziness in the season 5. So what I mean? So I'm really happy that he's still alive. And I feel like he might play a massive part in the final season. Maybe it's because she can't find them and she thinks that she's lost forever. Yeah, there we go. These two just fit, don't they?
You look
sick.
Not fat.
You know, I never thought that he was fat before, but it's, when you look at someone in the present now and you look back, you think, wow, they look so different.
Kid. Well, what do you think?
He does fucking look bitchy, mate.
You aren't the only one that didn't stop believing.
I'm happy you went to your conference.
Mate, that conference was crazy, wasn't it? It's happening. You can feel it. What is it that's falling out of the sky? Oh, all the plants are dying. I'm assuming that wasn't there like 10 minutes ago, all that redness. Look at that, it looks mad, doesn't it? Crazy. I mean, imagine if it never got renewed. I mean, it definitely is. It's like a next level show, isn't it? Like, but they've ended it on a mad cliffhanger. Like, that looks so good there. And I do feel like Will's going to play a huge factor again. You know, he's already had one like full season of him being like the main guy, so to speak, and now I feel like we may have gone full circle and we're coming back round into the final season of him being a key role in, you know, feeling Vecna, knowing that he's here. The interesting thing is, like, in my personal opinion, that Vecna's not actually dead. Yes, he's been defeated right now, but like, you know, you may have lost the battle but won the war. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's lost this battle. He took out a few people, killed 3, nearly killed Max, didn't he? And then somehow 11 has managed to get to her and bring her back, get her pulse beating again. Now she's in hospital. Doctors say that she may never open her eyes again. She may be in this coma for the rest of her life. She had 2 broken arms and a broken leg. She's in a bad state. You know, being in a coma right now is probably the best position for her to keep her body in a more steady, relaxed state while it tries to heal. Because, like I said, mate, she'd be going through loads of pain. But her face was crazy. Her eyes was white. She had the blood pouring down. She couldn't see. You know, Jason was there as well. He was trying to like stop everything. You know what I mean? Like, that guy, yeah, he just totally lost his head. Like, crazy. He was telling Lucas to wake her up. Lucas like, I can't. He's blaming everybody in Hellfire. He shot his gun. They're having a fight. You know what I liked about Lucas is that he was losing. And he's seen her up there, and like he got the strength. Do you know what I mean? He fought right until the very end. He managed to knock him out. He managed to, you know, run after her. Now, obviously, with the help, a team effort it was. It was a full-on squad, mate. You know, all the way to Murray. You know, it was him all the way to 11. Everybody in between, they all played a factor. If it wasn't for them, it wasn't for Argyle, yeah? having his pizza, his pizza place or whatever, knowing where to get the salt. 11 couldn't have done that. You know, Mike, he couldn't have been there. He couldn't have been shouting to 11 to try and get through to her conscience, even though she was inside of Max's conscience, to give her the strength to take the vines off her, to ping Vecna away. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody played a key role, and it's really interesting to see. And like I said, it was a good fight. You could tell Vecna 100% lost this one here. They had obviously Robin, boom, mate. She threw like a petrol bomb on him, set him on fire. Then it was Steve's turn, and then what? Nancy come in, the captain, shotgun shot off, bang, 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 blew him out of the window. And obviously we see him fall on the floor. It looked like he was goners. It did. They ran outside to find him, and he's gone. So he's obviously, he's slivered away, he's recuperating, he's getting his strength back, he's waiting to attack, and we can see it here. It's already started. He's hit, yeah, with the Max's death going, with the clocks chiming, with the rifts opening. He's managed to obviously cause this absolute destruction of, of the city. Now, what again, like I said, is interesting, is they think it's a natural disaster, and they're also thinking that it's Eddie. He's still, at hand for all of these murders. Now, we seen him, R.I.P., stand and fight. He could have ran away. He could have gone through the portal, couldn't he? He could have gone back to the present, but no, he decided to try and help everyone, fight the bats. He put up a good effort, and sadly he's died. So I'm actually wounded that he's dead, to be honest. I'm not going to lie, I actually am. And like I said, I thought a big character was going to die. Eddie, I would say that he's a decent character for this season that many of us have got behind. They teased us with Max as well. I actually fully thought she was dead when she was on the floor and basically her, like a pull stop beating, and she was in Lucas's arms. I thought that he was going to do it, and I thought he was going to pull that trigger, and he kind of did, and then retracted it, which I have no problem about, because it's the oh my god moment. That's all you need. Now she's alive again, you're like, sweet, she's alive. But at the time, it felt like she was dead. And like I said, mate, I don't know how the final season's going to go. But all I know is that my personal stance on final seasons is you let all guns blazing, all deaths flowing, all characters gone. Some survive, some die. Doesn't matter, because if you know it's the last one, you go out on a Madden. That is my personal opinion on every show. Unless they have an intention like, oh, in 3 years we'll bring it back or whatever. But why would you ruin an amazing show like this? You know what I'm saying? 5 seasons, everybody loving it. There's not really been one bad season. There might be one lesser good than the others. But in terms of the context, it's been unreal. All of it. And if you can go out on a massive winner and a massive oh my god and loads of deaths and fighting and wins and kills, then that's the best way in my opinion. So I'm really excited to obviously see where we go. Okay, and that is going to wrap up the final episode of season 4 Stranger Things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Are we happy with how it ended? Personally, I'm pretty happy, to be honest. I thought this episode was really good. It had lots of action. The middle part where we had we had Jim chopping his head off, we had the flamethrower going, we had all the girls fighting, the petrol bombs flowing. That was sick, that whole section there. That's probably the best part of the season. Well, not season, but like this episode. The best part of the season was the Max one. I had no idea what was going on. Thought she was gonna die. I was like sweating so bad when she was running up that hill, so to speak. That was the best part of the season. It was the most talked about one as well. But in this episode, obviously we had those good fight scenes, and I really enjoyed it. Now Yuri, he's finally come to his senses after the other guard was speaking to him, was saying, what's going on here, mate? Why have you got such a hatred against all these Americans? We're here, we're suffering, we've got the creatures going, they're going to go and spread, they're going to come after our motherland, they're going to go after America. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need to get out of here. I was told about this once great smuggler, traveller, whatever's, and like, what's happened to him? Like, this guy here, he's terrible in front of me. And, he was sabotaging it. It was taking ages. He took a bullet out and put it in his pocket, didn't he? He was just purposely stalling. Now, obviously, he's just going off on a chaotic mission inside of the prison. Now, I actually really like how they explained to us that the mind flare was consumed by the Demogorgons, and this is why, obviously, if they could hurt them, they could hurt the present, so to speak, as well. It was like a 2-in-1, so to speak, and it was good how they connected it, because it was never reaching Hawkins from Russia. Too far away, literally, absolute mooch. But by doing this, they combined 2 things, 2 worlds, like 2 aspects, and it just tied in perfectly. So I thought it was really, really good. Whoever thought of that, fair play to you. And then obviously they nearly saved Eddie. I thought they actually did save him. Like, obviously when they destroyed all of them, the bats dropped, but it was too late. He put up a good fight. Like I was saying a second ago, he had the chance to come back into Hawkins. He could have climbed that rope and flipped over the same as Dustin did, but no, he decided to stay and fight. And, you know what I mean? You got to give respect to him. It was well sad when he was on the floor and he said to Dustin, you know, I didn't run. He's like, no, you didn't, mate. The guy didn't even graduate as well. The guy, all he wanted to do was walk across the stage and flip the bird, didn't he, to the principal. That's what he was saying. And he's never got to do it. And everyone in Hawkins thinks he's an arsehole as well, which is sad because we know from watching the full season that he's not even bad at all. Every single time Jason was confronted or told like the reason why Chrissy was there with him, he refused to believe it. She would never buy drugs. So how do you know? Literally, she's my girlfriend. Well, you don't know. You don't know everything that everybody does. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she was struggling. She was seeing things. It was Vecna. He was making her do stuff. She was trying to get something to kind of like ease the pain, take her mind away, and she just went to Eddie's. Sadly, obviously, she died there. Vecna took her over. Now, have we fully? This is what I've been trying to think, like, just throughout. Fully been told why Vecna was killing these certain people. Now, obviously, I know why now that he killed 4 people. He had 4 chimes, 4 people, 4 rifts. It created this destruction of Hawkins. But, like, the people that he chose, you know, like, I was going to say Caleb, like, I forgot, Lucas was saying to Max earlier on last episode that 2 or 3 of the people that have currently been killed by Vecna have been talking to the therapist. Like, there's got to be some sort of connection. They can't be just randomly chosen people. I mean, it can be. Like, they can be. But, like, it would be way more interesting if they had some sort of connection, some sort of, like, traumatic experience that they all suffered. Maybe the same as, you know, Henry earlier on in his life. Like, why are they chosen? Why like those specific people? I understand that if we go to what Max said when she was saying about Billy this episode, when she said he used to make her life hell, and yes, she kind of did want him dead. She used to go to bed every day praying that obviously he would be taken, and he's obviously died. And she was hesitant to try and stop it last season, you know, when he was coming in and getting attacked, and she was thinking maybe it'd be beneficial if he's gone. Maybe, if, you know, like, I don't need to step in. And obviously he has been killed, and then after that action, she's realised that that was a terrible idea for herself. She should have stood there. She should have tried to save her brother. She can't live with it. She's going to bed thinking that maybe I should just kill myself now. Maybe I should be taken. I'm hoping that something bad happens to me, and Vecna's answering that call. Maybe it's the same with all of them. Maybe it's the same, like, concept. They've all done something that they regret, and now they want to punish themselves, and he's answering it. He's dealing it. He's giving them that. Do you know what I mean? So I do think it's interesting. Like I said before, I'll say it again, Vecna, what a great character. I'm so happy that he's going to be in the next season. Well, I'm expecting him to cause the chaos, and like I said, if we get a couple of deaths along the way, no problem by me. I'm interested to see, obviously, how Nancy and Jonathan go. You know, she was asking him about his college applications. Did he receive it? No, I haven't received it yet. When obviously we seen a conversation earlier on in the season when he told Argyle that he's not actually going. Now, I cannot remember if he said that he didn't actually even apply, or if he just said that he wasn't going, he's going to go to the same one as Argyle instead, but he's just not told Nancy yet. Now, Nancy did drop a little comment in about Steve, how he's grown up, and obviously they was looking at each other. But again, like I said, you know, it's been a good season. They've been distant, and the relationship between Nancy and Steve has obviously been growing. Now, Robin as well. What do we think about the girl that she's fancying? Because I understand that a lot of people are hyped up to have like a different couple, not a straight couple, you know, like a gay couple in the show. And a lot of people was excited for Robin to get a girlfriend. And then, you know, we had a couple of glancing looks earlier on in the volume 1, you know, and he was talking to each other in the band, you know, when he was on the bleachers and stuff. And then we seen her giving her the eyes. Was it this or last episode? And then obviously her boyfriend come and kissed her, and it was like, oh my God, do you know what I mean? And then boom, we flipped to the final episode day, and she's back, and she's flirting. She's like Robin 2.0. And she said she's broke up with her boyfriend. Like, we're happy for them. Do we want them to go into season 2? I mean, season 5, you know, as a couple or relationship building? Like, are you happy with the story that Robin got in terms of the relationship this season with that storyline, or do you think it could have got a bit better? You know what I mean? Because I kind of feel like I actually love Robin as a character. Me, I think she's great. Honestly, I really do. I like her personality. I like how this girl as well that was introduced was saying that sometimes she just talks and goes on and on and on and rambles, and she never knows where she's really going. That's Robin in it all over. 2.0 she is right there. But again, I kind of thought, I don't know, it might have been me, I might have misread the signs wrong, but I thought that Will might have been struggling with his sexuality as well. You know, I thought that he's kind of fancying Mike, and he kind of wants to tell him, but obviously, like, he knows that Mike's hardcore in love with Elle, and like, So he's struggling. He was crying last episode, wasn't he? We seen his brother in the front, Jonathan. He could hear it. He's listening to the stories. I thought Jonathan was kind of taking from that conversation that he, you know, talk about him and Nancy as well, because some of the bits that was actually being said. But then again, like when we moved into like today's episode, he was saying, you know, I'm here for you. You know, like I'm your brother. You know, I've not been talking. I've been absent maybe a little bit this year because I've been high. Do apologise. But like, if you're suffering, if you want to speak about anything, if you're changing, adapting, you know, you want somebody to confide in, I'm here. I'll always be here. I love you. And that's what I mean. I thought he was kind of like enticing us down that road. I thought he might have said something. And I thought that might have been his story, maybe going into the next season. But then we're finishing off here kind of saying that now he's back in Hawkins, he can feel Vecna. He knows he's still here. Just like how Max was saying, you know, when she was marked, she could still feel him and she's still the next target. He's back here, hairs are going on his neck. He's looked up into the sky. He's the first one to sense it. And I feel like, I don't know, his storyline may be different going into the next season than I thought it was going to be. So again, you know, loads of stories that we can go down anyway. Really good acting. Can't wait, obviously, to see what we have to offer. They said that season 5 is going to come way sooner than season 4 from 3. So that's going to be exciting to see as well. And honestly, I just can't wait to see, honestly, who lives and who dies in the final season. So thanks for checking out the video today. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please smash the like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.